kids of Elm Street don't know it yet, but something is coming to get them.
What did that, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
What's the coroner got to say?
He's in the John puking since he saw it.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
No one knows where it came from or who it will visit next.
Nancy, there's something wrong with you. You're imagining things.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Spitball Cinema. I'm Scott.
I'm David.
Today we are going to be talking about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dum,
The
dum,
original.
dum, 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 dum.
2, 3,
Son of a bitch. Our buddy Shane's off on a Halloween assignment, and we wish him well, and hopefully he'll bring us back some good news.
He wasn't captured by a bunch of trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, that's true.
But he may have been. So this is, I think this is going to be our Halloween edition.
Yep.
Why perfect movie to do for Halloween would be
He's always in the mix of movies I watch during the month of October.
Yeah, you have to watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the original 1984 version with Robert Englund.
Heather Langenkamp.
Langenkamp. Is it? Yeah, Langenkamp.
Yeah.
And
Amanda Wyss and Johnny Depp.
Introducing Mr. Johnny Depp.
Yeah. He was hired because Wes Craven's daughters
liked him.
Yeah, fell in love with his look and said that he was very nice and quirky and funny. And
I think he just went there as a fluke with a friend or something. He really didn't care about auditioning, and Wes Craven had him audition and then asked his daughters. They said, "We don't want that guy."
Yeah, we want that. Yeah, and then the guy that played the other guy in the movie.
Were you talking about the dad?
No, not the dad. Tina's boyfriend.
Tina's boyfriend, was he trying out for the Johnny Depp role at the same time?
I think so. I think they went to him.
Oh, Nick. His name was JSU Garcia. I don't know how you say JSU. As Rod, you mean Rod. The one that they hang in the cell?
Yeah.
He played Nick.
Yeah, he played Nick.
Or
no, he played
Rod Lane.
Rod, yeah. Rod Lane.
It wants to say as Nick Cord.
Maybe that was the name he was going by at that time.
I guess.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here?
And then the ever so beautiful Amanda Wyss and Heather Langenkamp is very beautiful too. Definitely. Both girls are just great scream queens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the first one, and
then you had the great John Saxon.
Playing the dad.
Father. I mean, he had been in movies for years.
And then the woman that played Nancy's mom,
Ronnie Blakely.
Dude.
Yeah, she was in the Robert Altman movie.
Yeah.
I think the Nashville.
I think was it nominated?
Nominated or something? Yeah.
She was really great in this.
Big actress in the 70s and stuff. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and just a great little, movie, a little horror movie. And Wes Craven kind of started this. He used to be a teacher.
That's right.
And then he was wanting to make films on the side and got into the horror genre.
Yeah, he had previous hits with The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah. And what's so funny about him is he's such a gentle and nice.
Yeah, you wouldn't think this guy would have created some of the most horrific moments.
Yeah.
That stuck in your brain. I mean, because he also had Last House on the Left.
Yeah.
Which was very controversial back in the day.
I mean, Stephen King. When you look at Stephen King, you can see he did kind of.
Well, he was great as a book writer, but his movies.
Yeah, but
only a few of his movies.
But when you look at Stephen King, he's a little jacked up.
Oh yeah,
You can tell this guy's a little off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's a good writer, and I love him to death, but he's a little
coked up.
Yeah, he's on some coke, and he's writing The Shining. And Wes Craven, you would never think this guy.
Yeah, he just looks like your normal current events teacher or something like that.
Can you imagine having him as your math teacher?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's writing Nightmare on Elm Street. And then uh, Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund. You know what the first thing I ever saw him in?
Let me guess, because I think it's the same thing I first saw him in.
Go ahead.
It was called the
Yes,
TV show.
yes, he was the little weak little guy that
The alien that had the
yeah,
baby with the girl.
yeah, had the baby with the girl, and he was really a mild mannered little. Everybody liked him.
Yeah, he was the alien that they didn't want to kill.
Yeah, that they didn't want to kill. He was so nice and stuff, and
But he was really good in that show. He sold it.
yeah, yeah, he did.
So he was already, I
I
mean,
just remember that Ed in there. She was so hot.
oh, the one that ate the hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one freaked me out
yeah.
when I was a
Remember when
little
she did?
kid.
I was like, oh, that's nasty, but she's hot.
Oh God.
And then you had Amanda Weiss as Tina. You know the first one that gets
Oh yeah.
axed, which was that was a
What was
disturbing scene,
Well,
boy.
what's kind of cool about that is that Craven kind of pulled a Hitchcock because you think that she's going to be the main
Yeah,
heroine in the
yeah,
movie, and she not. She gets killed like
yeah.
within the first
With first
half
20
hour.
half hour or so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20 minutes of the movie.
yeah. And that scene where she gets killed and she's crawling up the wall and on the
Dude,
ceiling was
that
so
is
freaking wild.
creepy. Now,
Oh,
they just put out a 4K set of the Nightmares up to New Nightmare.
oh, really?
They don't have Freddy versus Jason in 4K yet,
Hmm.
but um, they had on the 4K for the first Nightmare on Elm Street. They have an unrated version of the movie
Of the first one,
of the first one. Yeah,
an unrated version.
yeah, because that scene is actually a little bit more violent.
Oh, wow.
When she gets killed in the bedroom,
Hmm.
and of course that scene was horrific, not just because of her screaming and seeing that shot of her chest getting
Yeah.
scissored up, but they did that thing where one actor was like buckled up to the side of the wall, and then they just turned the whole room
The whole room upside down.
upside down, kind of like they did with Singing in the Rain,
Mhm.
and it was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that whole thing
Well,
where
you
you,
didn't think she was going to get
yeah,
killed
I thought she was like she was gonna be
because she
the
gets a
main person.
because he's trying to attack her at the beginning,
Yeah,
and she gets away, and then you're just like, all right, you think there's no way this girl's going to get
yeah, I
axed?
thought she was gonna be the one that
Yeah,
maybe like her friend Nancy was gonna get killed, and then she was really gonna go after this dude
yeah.
for killing her best friend.
We should have known though when she was hooking up with that Rod dude. He was kind of a dick. Yeah, I mean he was kind of an asshole.
But if you watch it now, you're like, this guy's friggin' cool. I
Yeah.
hang out with him so much. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you for coming over and seeing her, but 'cause she was good looking.
So let's give a little background of how the movie became to. Wes Craven read an article about a kid overseas, somewhere maybe like in Taiwan or
Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
somewhere like over there, and the kid kept having these horrific nightmares to the point where he woke up and he would scratch himself, and uh he thought he was going to die if he went back to sleep, so he kept himself up and ended up dying from not sleeping,
Really?
and because he went crazy too, and
Wow.
so he's like, how could someone be so frightened to go to sleep to the point where they kill themselves?
Was it anybody else having the same dreams or?
No, no.
Oh,
So
it
that
wasn't that.
that part was
It was
the
all okay.
script, yeah. But the basis of it was that, the great lengths that this kid would do to stay awake, like have the coffee maker in his room and all that kind of stuff. And
Wow.
nobody in his family or friends believed him. Said,
Hmm.
I'm being chased, or something's happening in my dreams to where I don't want to sleep. And it's making I'm waking up hurting myself. Or he had hurt himself while he was asleep. Maybe,
And he ended up dying.
yeah.
Wow.
So that's what got the kettle cooking on that.
It's a very strange how sometimes people will get their inspiration from a story they read, or like with Stallone and Rocky,
Yeah.
seeing that fight between Chuck Wepner and Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
and the idea for Rocky. and it's just so wild how that influences a lot of people.
Yeah, and how it
Yeah,
influenced Wes. He's like,
yeah.
that's a good premise. So he put it through that idea. Wrote it in 3 or 4 different instances, and the one with the crazy killer killing a group of kids.
Hmm.
If they died in their sleep, they died for real.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's a wild concept.
and he said when he was really getting into writing the script, he remembered that when he was a little kid, he saw like a vagrant walking down the street of his where he was living at, and he just kind of peeked out just to get a look at the guy. And when he did that, the guy had stopped like at the stoplight in front of his house and looked directly at him when he looked through the curtains or something like
Turned
that.
around. Did he have a hat on?
He
Like
did
red?
have a hat on, and he also had the color of red and green, which
No.
he realized later on in life that somehow seeing red and green like brings horrific
To him?
stuff to people, not just him, but to
Oh,
people.
really?
Like
So he saw
it
this.
triggers like some sort of
So he sees this figure under the light when he's a kid, and it's really the basis for
Mr. Freddy
Mr.
Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. Is
Yeah,
that not wild?
yeah,
That is pretty incredible. That as a kid he sees this red.
and he said it stuck with him. That guy
Yeah,
looking up because he was trying to hide from him seeing like him looking at him,
right.
and when he finally did, the guy
The guy
stopped in front
stopped
of
in
his
front.
house and walked. Oh my God!
Oh man,
Yeah,
I don't even know how he went to sleep after that.
yeah. He said it was real young, so
Wow.
it kept it.
But
Said it kept him up for days.
it stuck with him clear through his adult life.
Yep.
That's what's wild. I
Yeah.
mean
He
that's
said it sooner
that
or later was going to that figure or that instance or that scene was going to be in some part of one of his
that
movies.
happens to a lot of people in life. Something that they happens to them as a child. They see something or experience something, and then it comes back later in life.
Yeah.
Some good things, some bad things.
I mean, can you imagine anything like that when you were little?
I don't remember anything about that. That
Yeah, I don't think I had
thank
anything like
God.
that. I mean, I just remember getting freaked out by hearing like, during Halloween, you had the crazy people like in the
Right,
van, hey,
right.
kids, I got candy in here or something.
Or they went through that period where people were putting like razor blades
And apples
and
and stuff,
apples
yeah,
and
like
stuff.
Snickers bars and stuff.
Yeah, and that was always I always thought that was just
Because
that's
trust me, we checked all of our candy
yeah.
before that. I mean,
And I mean I just can't believe people, but they did. There was people, and they even show that in Halloween too.
yeah,
You know, so I mean, and that was it was a crazy time.
it really is.
Yeah.
So that's how he got the basis of it, and he sold the idea to New Line um,
Cinema.
because the New Line figured that to
New
get
Line
them.
started doing a bunch of. That's how they kind of made their money
Yeah, that
off
they
of.
said that they needed good ideas to sell because they said horror at that time they were just a company that distributed movies.
Yeah,
They didn't make movies, they distributed. And they said the thing that made them the most money, whether it was a good horror movie or a bad horror movie, those sold all the time, and they sold really big in the European
are they still
markets and
around?
stuff.
New Line Cinema?
Oh yeah, they're
Is it?
they're um they're an offshoot of Warner Brothers now
Oh, are they?
because they
Okay.
both made the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies and stuff. But
Yeah.
uh
Well, I remember. Do you remember that project? Was it Project Green Book?
Greenlight, yeah.
Green Light. Yeah, I sort of say Green Book, but it's Green Light. Yeah, I remember uh, that first one when they were doing
Did a movie called Feast.
that feast. They went to Wes Craven and was asking him his opinion on the script and stuff, and he thought the script was a little rough, and
Yeah.
stuff. But he gave his opinion on it. I just remember that episode. He was filming something, and they went out there, and he was doing this
He's
scene.
probably doing Mr. Flying Opus or
Yeah,
something like that.
something.
Yeah,
And he gave his opinion
but
on it,
that was cool that he did
and it
that.
was a really. I just remember him doing that, and
Yeah,
they weren't listening to what he had said or something. Matt Damon was going off about it because he's like, you just had the master of horror telling you it sucks. So why are we going with you know why
Got a point.
and it was just it was I just remember him doing that and that was
But
like
did you ever watch it though?
yeah Feast
Feast,
I
yeah.
watched some of it
It was
yeah
good.
it was good but the problem with it was they they wouldn't listen to the director
Yeah,
what he was wanting
it
all
was
those bean counters and stuff
yeah, it was like Clue
yeah
Gallagher's son or something
yeah
like that. Yeah.
Gallagher's son John Gulager
That's it, John Gulager.
and
And his girlfriend or wife or whatever, she was awesome in it.
yeah and they and he kept getting frustrated, and they wouldn't listen to him because you had these bean counters, and they still,
You know, like, you gotta have this, and
yeah.
this.
And he's like, "That's what I've been." And then they would go ahead and do what he originally wanted,
Yeah.
and acted like they came up with the
The
idea.
idea themselves,
And
yeah.
he's like, "That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time," you
Yeah.
know. But anyway, yeah. Uh,
So yeah, so
but
that's
Wes Craven, I just always liked him. I mean, I liked I'm not a real big graphic horror
right.
person. I like scary.
Right.
I don't like real gore. But I do like a good scary
Yeah.
film.
This
And
movie.
I mean, this has some gore in it, but I mean, it was, it is what it
But I
is.
mean it was fantasy.
Right,
I mean there's not
right,
gonna be a guy hunting killing you in your dreams, so
right.
but I remember when the trailer came out, I think I got scared just watching the trailer.
Oh yeah. I mean, this
That
trailer was.
music and that oh
Well,
man.
remember the image of the little girls doing the jump rope?
Oh
During
man.
they're sitting there doing the jump rope, and it's like a foggy dream looking thing, and they're going 1, 2, Freddy's
You
got
really
a
see that in the
baby.
4K too,
Oh,
because it's
really?
like cloudy, but like white. It's like a lot of white, and then when they pan the camera over to the car Johnny Depp's driving, it's
Yeah.
totally clear, colorful.
Remember they're like 3, 4, better lock
Yeah.
your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix, and you're just
Yeah, I'm
freaking
like,
out. You're just like, holy crap,
oh man,
you know. But
so good.
yeah, just that
It
image.
just sets you the
It's just
mood.
that image of this little girls doing jump rope in the slow motion. I mean, that is so spooky, man.
You know what's also funny is that after she wakes up from that first attack at the beginning of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
her mom knocks on the door and says, "Are you okay?" And then she sees that her nightgown's shredded,
Yeah, so better cut your fingernails.
fingernails, yeah. And then that sleazy
Look at
guy
that.
comes in.
Yeah, that sleazy old buck
Yeah,
that's
he's
like
like, "Come
hanging
on,
out
baby,
with,
you
come on,
coming? Baby, you
baby.
coming?"
You're just like, God damn.
Yeah, man. It's like,
It's
yeah,
like
this
nasty mother.
household's a little different.
Yeah, yeah. Shut the damn door.
Probably why she's
Yeah.
attracted to Rod.
And
So
doesn't she have like a drink in her hand or something? Or
I think
something?
that might have been the second
Or
one,
that's the second
or
one.
the our
Mm.
Dream Warriors. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, okay.
which brilliant movie we'll
Yeah,
talk about some other time.
yeah.
But,
Oh man.
so you're like, this girl's fucked from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, her life sucks,
Yeah.
No wonder she's going with a rod, you know.
So
First of all,
yeah.
if you're dating a guy named Rod, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
As a father, you fucked up. Excuse my language, but come on. If your daughter is dating
Sorry
somebody
for
named,
all the Rods out
yeah, if you're dating somebody named Rod, as a father, you fucked up.
there.
So,
You're gonna meet more than his handshake.
yeah, I mean, come on. That's like Chris Rock said. If your daughter's dancing on a pole,
You messed up.
you messed up as a father. I
Oh
mean,
god. So yeah,
uh,
so that sets up it's kind of like her going to school was kind of her safe
yeah, it
place.
was like her.
Even though she dreamt about being in the boiler room of the school. I mean,
Right. I mean, going to school kind of got her out of that home environment and hanging out with Nancy and Johnny Depp's character. What was it? Oh, Glenn.
Glenn.
Glenn. Yeah. Glenn Lance.
God, he's so good in
He
that
was so
movie.
young in that.
Dude, he's so
He
good
looks
in
like
it.
a baby, dude.
Yeah, I know, but you knew he was gonna
I
be a good
mean, he's
actor.
like Jack Sparrow. I mean, who would think, that he would become as big as he did?
I would.
I mean, he was just.
A lot of people give him crap about that he doesn't really go and talk about his
Not,
time on Nightmare on Elm Street.
I've never
But
heard him say anything bad about it.
no, but he just doesn't talk about it for some reason. But I mean, he does end up showing up in Freddy's Dead. He
He
plays
does?
he's in a commercial
Johnny Depp shows up in Freddy's Dead?
Yeah, he's in the commercial on the TV in the house.
You're kidding.
He does the "This is your brain" type of commercial, brain on drugs or something.
And Wes Craven do that one?
Yeah, no, I think he might have been out of that.
I don't know if I've
It
ever
was,
seen
I think it was
Freddy's.
directed by Rachel Talalay.
I don't know if I've ever seen Freddy's Dead.
It's pretty good. It's got Roseanne and who was that guy that she was married to? That was
Tom Arnold?
Tom Arnold. They're in it.
Is Heather Langenkamp in it?
No.
Okay.
But that guy, the
Langenkamp.
guy from Alien, not Harry Dean Stanton, but the other guy.
Tom Skerritt?
No, the guy that played
Yaphet Kotto.
Yaphet Kotto's in this. He plays a
Okay,
psychiatrist.
maybe I remember.
Because you remember at the beginning, the guy's having a dream that he's in like his house is like flying in a hurricane,
Is that
and
where the Wizard of Oz thing?
Freddy comes out on the
On the broom.
broomstick and goes,
Yeah,
"I'll hit you,
okay.
my little pretty."
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's ridiculous movie, but when you go back and watch it again, it's kind of messed up because there's a scene where they show Freddy as a little kid and he has like a pet rat or something, and he takes a hammer and just starts nailing the shit out of that rat.
Freddy jacked up.
Yeah,
Even when he was a little kid.
And then Alice Cooper played his dad.
Because you know he's jacked then.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But that's another episode that we'll go and talk about.
Tina's mom's boyfriend was played by a guy by the name of Paul Grenier.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
That is so funny. But he was perfect in that role.
Yeah, he was.
Come on, baby. I don't care if your kids are scared. Let's go.
Wow. Yeah, he was so nasty. He did that part great.
Yeah. But I just thought the next creepy scene is after they get done with school, Tina and Glenn decide to go over and spend the night at Tina's house because her mom and the boyfriend are out of town, and she's freaked out still. She's like,
right.
They don't know what she's kind of freaked out about, but then
she doesn't want to be alone.
She doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
They think it's because her and Rod had an argument,
a fight.
But so Glenn comes over after a jump scare for Mr. Depp, and then the infamous scene of her going down that darkened hall or alleyway, and you see Freddy come out and the arms like extend to like oh my God, it's so
when they freaking extend like that, and never as he's going down there, sparks are coming out of the
dude. That is one of the scenes that just that scared the crap out of me when I was a little kid. Because I remember years later, I went to a haunted house down around the 12th Street Bridge, and they had a bridge with like these lights that were kind of like it messed with your cognitive skills.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, just from at the end, you hear him go, "I'm gonna get you," or something like that. And this guy was dressed up as Freddy, and he was like running towards you, kind of like in that creepy run with the glove.
Was his arm extended?
No, it wasn't. But he just had the glove, like,
right.
And you didn't see his face, but you knew who it was, and you knew who he was playing, and it was fucking creepy. It just being like having someone do that to you alone. But when that arms, oh my God, that was so.
Oh yeah.
And then the first words out of his mouth, after she's like, "Oh God," and he pulls his glove up and goes, "This is God."
Yeah.
And then he does that, and then starts chasing her like
he starts running like a.
That's how that guy was running in the tunnel, and it's creepy.
I don't know how to explain that run. It's just kind of like
someone messing with you, like they know you're scared, and they're not, they go all out on it. So.
Yeah,
but
it's almost like when his arms extend, like
kind of like that puppet,
like a Jack in a Box,
or those puppets that are on the string.
Yeah, and the arms extend. That's what it's like a puppet on a string. That's a good analogy.
Oh man,
yeah, it's like something you'd see in the Twilight Zone,
dude. When he comes out behind that tree, he goes, "Tina,
yeah, Tina,
watch this."
Yeah, and he cuts his fingers off, and the that goo is shooting out his fingers, and he's like, hey. that laugh.
What was that? I can't remember in part of the movie where he cuts his stomach open and you see all those like worms and centipedes,
Yeah,
and maybe that was before she.
yeah. I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember, but that part was gross too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you know how they did that scene where uh, when his arms extend and he's going along and the sparks are coming out. You know how
oh,
they
you
did
hear
that?
the
They hooked
yeah
a
the
battery. They
yeah.
hooked a battery up to
Oh, to make it spark
to
up.
make it spark like that, like a
Oh,
bat. Yeah, that's how they got that effect.
fucking awesome.
It's
Oh
just like
man.
wow.
And then
Yeah,
when he wrestles her down in the trash cans, and then
yeah, and they're
she
rolling
pulls.
around.
She,
She pulls off the mask and it's got this
she,
jacked up face.
yeah,
I mean, like a skeleton,
yeah,
a skeleton type.
like she removes the fur part of his face off,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
that's
you
when
don't
he.
think that uh, you don't think she's going to get cut
No, I mean,
until she does, and then you're just like, you
dude,
almost
when she
you
lets
gasp.
out that blood curdling sound,
Yeah,
if you guys go back and listen to it, it's horrific.
yeah. Amanda Weiss, she did a very good job with
Yeah,
it.
sorry for saying your last name wrong. It might be
Is it Wiss?
Wiss or Weiss. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Sorry, Tina. No. Yeah.
But yeah, oh my God, such brilliant timing, editing, and then that room going upside down. Just
Wasn't she the girl in uh was she
she was a better off dead.
Better Off Dead? I was
Yeah,
gonna say, wasn't she the blonde Better Off Dead, the hot blonde that
yeah,
John Cusack was
that
that was
was
his
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 ex-girlfriend. Yeah.
ex-girlfriend? Yeah. You're just like, what the
I
hell?
remember when
I
he
want my
gets.
$2 back. No, was that better?
Remember when he gets kicked out of the kitchen
Yeah.
and the bad guy's like, "Hey, Piggy, Piggy," and she's
Yeah.
like really like sliding down her seat so she can't be seen. Oh my God. That's enough
Yeah.
for another
Yeah,
podcast,
from
but
another podcast. Oh man.
so yeah, Tina gets killed. That was a big shock. I
Yeah,
mean, we like, what
very
the
big
hell?
shot.
What the hell's what's gonna happen now? And then, of course, he goes to the next chick. Freddy likes those women.
Yeah, he does. He likes. Well, one of the reasons why does he terror? Why he terrorizes men too, but why mostly women? You think because they're more easily scared,
That's
probably.
probably it. They're not as
But
strong.
he doesn't really discriminate. He goes
No, he
after the
kills
men.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, because he was just what do they? Well,
They took
he was
they
a.
pu- they labeled him as a child killer, not a child molester, because they
Oh,
didn't want to open up that can of worms.
oh, I thought it was a
No,
molester,
just a child
just a
killer.
killer. Okay.
Now, the remake with Jackie Earl Haley as Freddy, they were saying that I think they called him a child molester slash killer.
Okay.
Um,
But so he
they were going that route,
so it in this
but then
one
they found out that he was found not guilty of molesting these kids.
who?
The Freddy character. I
Oh,
mean, it's a
okay.
whole different take on
Oh, it
Freddy. A
is.
lot of people didn't like that. I thought it was kind of interesting because then the two kids that were being terrorized were like, "Well, no wonder he wants to kill us because we found not guilty and you guys killed him."
So they kill the so basically they probably killed an innocent guy, or was he
That was in the for the remake.
for the
That's where
remake?
they were kind of alluding to.
I see.
Not here in the original.
Original, he was a child killer.
Killer, and he got away off of a technicality, and so the parents took it by trapping him in his own. I don't know if it
Burned
was,
it, burned him.
and they burned him alive.
Yeah,
And so for them doing that, he comes back and
comes back and
kills the
the
kids.
kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
to the parents. I think maybe he was done after he killed the last of the kids of the parents that were in the mob or something.
Mm,
I don't think they really explained that, but you don't care, so.
right. And then John Saxon as the dad. I
Dude,
mean,
he was so good.
you
He's
know,
good in everything, though.
yeah, he played in a movie a long time ago with Burt Lancaster and Audrey Hepburn and Audie Murphy it's called The Unforgiven, not Unforgiven like Clint
Gotcha.
Eastwood, but it's called The Unforgiven. And
Was it a horror movie?
no, it's not a horror movie;
Oh,
it's a western.
oh, it's a Western. Gotcha.
Western, and he plays uh, half white, half Indian on there, and Audie Murphy's giving him crap because he doesn't like the hat. They call him the hat breed.
Gotcha.
But he's got a really pivotal scene in there where they go after this guy, and he's so light because he's so skinny and stuff. Like he gets on these three horses and rides these three horses to catch this guy that's on this real fast horse, and it's a big long scene, and he's jumping from horse to horse. One starts to tire, and he jumps on the other one. It's really cool, dude.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it's a really good. He's really good at it.
Oh wow.
Really good. There's one scene where he goes up. He tells Audrey Hepburn, "Hey, there's got a burr in your hair, ma'am," and he takes it, and Burt Lancaster gets pissed and takes him and throws him on the ground.
I'll have to watch this movie.
Yeah, he's really good at it. He's young.
But you know what's cool about him in that movie is that you feel kind of safe when he's there.
You do feel safe with it. He does have that presence about him.
He thinks,
Yeah,
even though he thinks his daughter's kind of a little, maybe have
hanging out with
crazy
the wrong
crowd and also kind of cuckoo after her best friend being slaughtered.
Right. He's very protective, and you feel that.
You really do.
And as somebody that's went through a divorce and stuff and has a daughter, you could see the tension between the ex-wife and him. That was played very well between him and Ronnie Blakely.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially when they're
remember when he goes,
like, "What the hell were you doing?
What was she doing over there, Marge?" Remember he said, "What the hell was she doing over there, Marge?" And they get in this little
tiffy.
Little tiff, typical how an ex-wife and husband would do.
And what was cool about it is because not just those two people were great actors. Heather Langenkamp stepped up, and she's like, "We were just there." I mean, her saying that in that half crying voice was just, oh man, you felt bad for her.
I guess when he did this film, he went up to Wes Craven and said, "Now, which hairpiece would you like?" He had like these different hairpieces he could wear because he was a balding guy. And he said, "Which hairpiece would you like to be? I can wear this, or that." And the one that Wes Craven chose the one that he has.
That's awesome.
I thought it was kind of fun.
That's so cool.
And he was in the Electric Horseman with Robert Redford.
That's right.
He was the asshole in that.
Dude, he was in the Ultimate Karate movie.
Yeah, he was in Joe Kidd with Clint Eastwood.
Joe Kidd, I forgot.
And I don't know how many times he was on Fantasy Island.
Oh, a lot. Yeah. He just had that cool look and that cool voice.
There was something about that guy. He was just a good, solid actor.
He really is. And he was also, spoilers, he shows up in Dream Warriors. Yeah, and he was good in that.
Yeah, I miss seeing him in movies.
I know.
Yeah, I really do.
The last movie I believe he was in From Dusk Till Dawn, when he was he was the
he was
well, he was on the chat. He was being interviewed by Kelly Preston's character on the TV, saying, "We're gonna find the Gecko Brothers."
Oh yeah! Wow.
I think that was and
he died.
Well, Tarantino and Rodriguez said we got to have him in this movie.
He died in 2020.
Oh shit!
At age 80.
That's not his last movie. Though.
At age 83. Yeah, he studied acting with Stella Adler. Oh, wow. So this guy's been
no joke, man.
This guy's been around a long time.
He's like creme de la creme.
Yeah, this was not just another actor to get him to do this. I mean, yeah, he's a character actor, but John Saxon was in a lot of films.
He didn't have to do this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I am too. But that's what he was. He was an actor. We call him a character actor. And when you got guys of this caliber to do your film, you knew they were going to step up and they weren't just going to blow it off.
Yeah, and they were going to bring something to the table.
They're going to bring their A game to the story.
And he did.
And he did.
So did Ronnie Blakely.
Yeah, no matter what the part was, that you knew you could hand this to them and they were going to run with it like this was their giving it their all, and they were going to work hard, and that's why people like Wes Craven pick guys like John Saxon and Ronnie Blakely to do things like this because they knew they could count on.
But what's also cool about him in that movie is that, people were like, "Well, wouldn't you believe your daughter after saying blah 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 so many times?" It's like, how could he? It was a fairy tale that she was saying. This guy's gonna kill me in my dreams. Are you crazy?
He just thinks she's having some kind of mental breakdown.
Yeah. And he was like more upset about that. And on top of he has to, Tina, got killed and he had to be on that and blah, blah, blah. But dude, yeah. When her mom decides to take her to that sleep study thing.
Oh yeah.
By the way, the guy that plays the doctor sitting there with him while
Hmm.
she's smoking
Yeah.
tells you how old the movie is. That guy did the voice for Roger Rabbit.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
can you believe that?
Wow.
I
That's
can't remember his name.
because that was a creepy spot. Remember when she has
Dude,
that dream? She jumps out screaming and she grabs it and
when
that
she's jerking
yeah. Remember and
and
she
and
jumps
he's
out
like, "Don't worry about it, this is normal."
and she's got that streak of gray that shows up in her hair.
And the fucking needle
And the
thing
needle's
going.
going crazy. And remember that gray just shoots out in her hair. She all of a sudden she goes, and the mother goes, "Oh my God, your hair!"
Hair.
You know?
And then
Yeah,
she pulls that hat out. Oh my gosh, yeah. Um but
yeah,
yes, I thought that was really, really so you knew that this was getting more serious and more serious instead of, where they could have messed it up and went, more joking or more unbelievable, I guess, like kind of they did with the Friday the 13th movies. Um, it just creeped you out because I think her nightgown was ripped, and then she's like, I got his hat, and blah
yeah,
blah blah blah.
yeah. And that's the first time. Is that the first time that they pulled something out of the dream?
Yeah,
Right?
yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the mom's creeping out about her hair,
Yeah, and I said, "Where'd she get that hat?"
and then she's like, "Where the hell did she get that hat?" And then
Yeah,
the mom knew.
then mom
I've
knew.
seen that hat before.
And the mom was an alcoholic too, wasn't
Yeah.
she?
Oh
Wasn't
yeah.
she a drinker?
Yep.
Yeah, because she's drinking a lot and
Well,
stuff.
she saw her like during the morning, like putting some liquor in her coffee and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was a wild scene, man.
God.
And then remember the scene when she goes in to take the bath and she's
Oh,
taking the
how can
bath.
I forget
Yeah, and
that?
her legs are like
Ow.
sticking up out of the bathtub, and then you see this claw come out.
It kind of
And
looks like a Jaws fin or
yeah, like
something, a shark
then
fin
she
or
just
something.
pokes up out of the blue, and then she kind of wakes up and it goes away, you know.
My God.
And then and she's trying to stay awake, and does she have candles in there? I can't remember if she got candles in by the
She
bath.
might
And all of a sudden it just sucks her down, and she falls asleep, and it sucks her down
drain.
in that drain, and she's going down. That was you were just
Wild.
like,
You never
holy
seen anything
shit,
like that in the movie before.
yeah. And her mom's like pounding on the door trying Tina, or not Tina, but Nancy,
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 yeah.
Nancy.
And then she
And,
goes and gets the hanger
yeah,
to unlock the bathroom door.
right.
Yeah.
It was God. I was just like, man.
Well, that one shot before she gets pulled out of the drain, it's that one shot of the glove like stretching out right out to the camera with all the blades looking
Right,
at you and stuff.
right.
Oh man, that was,
Yeah,
and it had like that kind of noise effect to it, and
yeah.
you're like, oh my God, it's kind of like a snake type of kind of
Snake. Yeah.
like a rattle or something like a
Mm-hmm.
snake rattle or something. Oh my God.
And then what was there? When in one of the dream sequences when she's running up, that's a famous in the movie. She's running up the stairs and she's like stepping in it
And it's like white goo.
like white goo, and she's
Oh,
trying to go up the stairs. You know. And then after Johnny,
well, think about it. What else happens?
well,
She goes, "Hey, Tina," like in Nancy's voice, and then he like rips her face off.
yeah,
And it's Freddy and stuff. Oh my God.
he. The thing about that movie is you never know where he's going to show up.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll just show up just out of the blue.
And he teases them. He
Yeah.
teases these kids because he knows he has an upper leg.
Now this first one, I think this movie was more scarier.
Oh, absolutely.
As time went on and they made some of these
A
other
little
ones,
bit more
he got a
goofier.
little bit more campy, a little bit
Yeah.
more.
But I mean, still, people loved it because he did it perfectly. And I mean, a lot of people back, I don't think they say it now these days, but they said that's the reason why they kind of fell off the Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger train because it did get a little bit more sillier from each movie and stuff like that. But go back and watch them again. Like I got the 4K set and I watched them, and they're, I can see why people did it,
Right,
but they did it in a way that it worked.
right.
So, like, when he does the, welcome to prime time bit. I mean, how can you not love that?
Welcome to Yeah, I mean, it was funny, it was kind of funny, but
And he would like just torture him, like fucking with him because
yeah,
he would like chase the girls like doing that tongue
yeah,
thing and
it's up.
oh god. But
Gulch.
but even the part when she's on the phone and the phone bottom part of the phone is his
Yeah,
lips and
her
tongue.
tongue comes out and it licks her, and it's like, whoa. Yeah,
It's so awesome.
Robert England. He was so good at that. I mean, he just uh, you just love that guy.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah.
hard to imagine. I mean, I watched the new one with Haley. What's his name? Uh,
Oh, Jackie Earl Haley.
Jackie Earl Haley. It's okay, but it's not.
It's not Robert Englund.
It's not.
He did a good job as his version of
Yeah,
Freddy.
yeah, I thought
I
so.
did not mind him,
Yeah, I didn't either. But
but it's Robert,
grew
man.
up with
Robert.
Freddie.
And if he's still breathing breath, put
Yeah,
him in the
that's
movie.
Freddie in there. Damn it.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, and so and then uh, with Johnny Depp's character,
Oh, the death
when
into
remember
the
when it
waterbed.
pulls him into the bed and it just shoots up blood and stuff, and you were just like, whoa.
Well, I wanted to know what kind of cable service they had because he said to his mom he was going to stay up and watch Miss Nude America.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, is that on Showtime?
yeah. They didn't have that back
Cinemax?
then.
They wouldn't show fully naked women like that.
Well, Cinemax,
Yeah,
but it had to be after dark.
definitely.
Not that I know
But
about
that
that.
is still one of the most messed up scenes with
Oh
that
yeah.
blood shooting up there, and
Well,
then
and you didn't want to see Johnny Depp. I mean, you liked
yeah,
it.
you
You
liked
liked
his
his character.
character
That was the one that I hated to see
die.
go more than any of them.
Yeah,
You know, because I mean, he was just as you liked him just as much as Nancy.
yeah,
You didn't want to see him.
yeah. That part I remember us screaming when Nancy's calling over to his house and his mom's like, "Hello,
Yeah,
hold on,"
yeah.
and the dad goes, "Who is that?" And he's like, "It's that girl across the street. Let me have this."
You leave my boy alone.
Yeah, I was sleeping, go to bed, blah blah blah. But then he goes, "You gotta be straight with these kids."
And remember when they walk in, the blood's all
Yeah,
over the thing. Remember the cops going in there and
they were like coming out
puking
puking.
and stuff.
Yeah,
And then that's when she decides to go to war with Freddie, remember? Because she calls her dad and he says,
she's
"You
like,
okay, baby?"
she's like, when you see something, you gotta come over and get them, okay? And
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, okay, crazy kid."
Yeah, then they do that it's kind of an 80s thing. They start playing that music.
Oh, the
She's
montage
yeah, the
of the booby
montage.
traps.
Yeah, she's like almost like Rambo
Well,
getting
she wasn't smart. She went and
yeah,
got a book for booby traps, and
yeah, she's doing all this stuff and so it was kind of cool the fight she
it
has
really
with
was.
Freddie.
Because you were like, all right, I think this girl's not only crazy, but now she wants this dude dead.
And you know what was spooky too is when she said when you think he kills Freddie, she kills Freddie, right?
Right.
And then you see his body come back up out of that bed, and she says, "I'm not going to let you, you know,
Yeah,
bug me anymore." And he
yeah.
starts to go at her, and he disappears, and then she walks out, and they have that door, and then here's all of her friends, Tina, Rod, Johnny Depp, and they're riding in the car, and but something's not right.
I think it had some of that whiteness
Yes, just like the girl
around them, like the girls
Yeah.
jumping
And
on
they're
the.
riding in the car, and all of a sudden the car starts locking and stuff, and they see the mom's waving. And remember, it jerks the mom through that
Like violently.
dude. Everybody freaked
Well,
out.
because they're driving in that red Cadillac, I think it is,
Hmm.
and then the soft top when it goes
Right.
up, it's
It's red.
Freddy's color
It's red and
colors.
green,
It's
isn't
red
it?
and green.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just like, ugh.
and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's just a great way to end it. And then the second one wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah, but I appreciate them more
Yeah,
now these
I do
days.
too. I mean,
But I mean, I kept watching those because they were the cool horror movies to watch.
yeah, and then
Plus,
when you get to the third one, she's like a more experienced. She's a doctor.
yeah, she's like a doctor
That
or
one I
something like
really
that.
liked.
That one was really
And
good
that
too.
Craig Wasson's in
Dude,
that.
he's so
Yeah.
good. And then apparently the woman that played Amanda Kruger was a famous actress
Oh,
too.
was she too?
Yeah,
Oh, I can't remember who played her.
I can't remember either.
But
We'll
then
talk about that one.
yeah, we'll talk about that one because that one we probably should talk about.
But that part also when the mom's trying to tell Nancy, I killed him and
Mm-hmm.
you can go to bed now, and
Yeah.
she pulls his glove out of the damn
Yeah.
furnace, and you're like,
You're like, what?
why are you keeping this around?
You guys have like a secret? You're not telling these kids. These kids are going through all this, and you guys have kept this secret about this child killer that you guys all burned to death.
Yeah,
And you
now I
don't
know
know
why
what,
you
and you
drink.
don't know why these kids are starting, and now these kids are getting killed,
Yeah,
and
maybe some of that information would have helped.
I mean, old Tina's mom's out with the old nasty dude, and you're here drunk, and the cops not putting this together. You're just like, what's going on here? You know?
Dude, that part when she's like daydreaming in school and that guy's reading that book and he like changes his voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dreams or something
Or
like
how
that.
about the girl that was the hall
The
monitor?
hall monitor.
She's
Oh,
see, and she has her. Is that when she cuts the fingers out?
no, that's just him going, don't run in the hall.
Don't run in the hallway.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man. But
Yeah.
that part where they show Tina in that body bag.
Oh yeah. It's like dragging across the floor, and then it sets
And you
up
hear that
that
dead
squish.
arm
That's
like
like that.
slap the concrete floor and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my God. And that
Nasty.
centipede came out of her mouth. Oh, man, that's a whole. I remember Craven said, he goes, with every scene that they were in Dreamland, he goes, I had to create something memorable
Right.
that would stick in people's brains. Now, some people who didn't give a crap about the movie don't, but
Right.
it affected me a lot in that movie. I mean, it
Tina
was
was
just.
still hot, even in that bag. She was still.
And then, oh yeah, her teacher was the famous Lynn Shay, who
Lynn
was in the
Shay.
Insidious movies, and
She
she's
was.
yeah, she was
Oh,
also
I guess she was.
and she's also sister of Robert Shay, who owned New Line.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Wow. Talk about nepotism.
or Bob Shay, I can't remember what they called him.
Nepotism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but it's good nepotism. She's a
Yeah.
good actress.
Yeah, she is.
Marrying Kingpin.
She was in Kingpin? Oh my.
That's her.
Wow.
Hey, Captain. We'll talk about that movie another
Yeah.
time too. But yeah,
Nightmare on Elm Street, just a classic horror film. I mean, when you think of horror films, you think of Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. It comes up. It's in the top five, I would
yeah,
say.
Jason
Yeah,
and
Friday the 13th,
Exorcist.
especially back in the 80s. I mean, these horror movies like these came out, and we just watched them over the years. I mean, they kept going and going because they made money. They made
They
money.
did.
And see, I always thought that remember they killed Michael Myers off in Halloween 2, and it was before these all started really taking off. Like,
Yeah.
and then they thought, oh shit, we got to come back and bring back
Well, because
Michael Myers, because
yeah.
these movies were making all the money.
Well, because it's weird. Even though we're talking about Freddy, Carpenter and Deborah Hill always thought that Jason was just, or Michael Myers was just going to be in the first two,
And that was it.
and then the third one was going to be a whole different
Mm-hmm.
aspect of something bad, and then of
Right.
course they had the possessed masks.
Mm-hmm.
And then that movie didn't do well.
And all these started the Friday the 13th and stuff, and Freddy was starting to do. They're like, hey, wait a
They're
minute,
like, we gotta go back to Michael
we got
Myers.
we've got a character here we could bring back.
And it made a ton of money. The fourth one
Oh
made
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
money.
sure,
And so, yeah,
yeah,
I'm glad that they kept putting them out. New Nightmare was really good. How they kind of took it back to it being serious.
yeah, oh yeah.
And
Is that the one where they're the actors
yeah,
themselves? Yeah, I like
her
that
husband
too.
was the special effects
Yeah,
guy. Yeah,
yeah, that was pretty good. I like that one.
it was.
Anytime you had her show up, it seemed like
She just
it was good to
well,
bring
cause
her back.
cause she's so good in it, and she's great working off of Robert Englund. I
Hmm.
mean,
And Wes Craven they had a good chemistry. Those two.
big time, because he wrote and directed. Wes Craven wrote and directed that movie. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so the first one again, the best.
Oh yeah.
Best.
Yeah.
It's a good Halloween movie.
If you have never seen this,
Please,
really,
if you like horror movies
yeah.
or just even movie history,
Oh yeah.
watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
It's just fun to watch.
It's
I
a
mean,
fun,
if you like to be
scary,
scary, turn the lights down low, turn on
dude. Yeah, or even
turn them
like
off. And
even during the day,
yeah,
throw the shades up
yeah,
or down,
put
and
some popcorn in,
I'm telling
and
you, dude,
it's just
you'll have a
especially on like a rainy night or something. That's really
oh,
fun
it'd be so
to watch
perfect.
these
I
during.
mean, figure out why people love this movie,
Yeah.
why people love Freddy as a character,
Oh yeah.
and you'll be amazed of why, because it will move you in, it'll move you. It'll
Oh
move you in
sure.
a way of like, oh, I can see why people like it.
Absolutely. Well, if you have any comments or anything, please send us a email to spitballcinema@gmail.com.
Yeah,
We'd love to hear for any of your inputs.
yeah,
Uh, please like and subscribe our channel. It really would help us out. We'd really appreciate it if you do.
please.
And yeah, if you get a chance, watch Nightmare on Elm Street,
My
the
gosh,
original,
yeah,
1984, and it
they
holds up to this day. I still think
the
it's good.
and the 4K restorations are just amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
have
mean,
to end up buying those.
it's just they look and sound perfect because a lot of them are in Dolby Atmos, and to hear Freddy Krueger's boiler room in Dolby Atmos, a
Yeah.
little pee's gonna come out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, folks. I think that's gonna do it for Spitball Cinema in this episode of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, have a nice Halloween.
Yeah. Happy Halloween. I'm Scott.
I'm David.
Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you believe in the boogeyman?
No.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
She's the only one who can stop it. If she fails,
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
no one will survive. From Wes Craven, director of The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, a new masterpiece in fantasy terror, Nightmare on Elm Street.